Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, I had a voice radio, so today I am bringing you some Pokemon news. I like these Pokemon news videos, and the reaction to them have been very positive indeed. So I thought, you know what? We're going to keep doing it, and today I am delighted to show you a ridiculously adorable Eevee card. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, I follow the Japanese Pokemon Twitter account, and they tweeted this out yesterday. And oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, look how adorable it is. It's just a bunch of Eevees playing in a river. Come on, how can you not like that? Now, I'm also very excited because I actually translated this card myself. Now, of course, I used Google Translate on the text. It looked like this. It wasn't the clearest thing ever, but I figured it out. The attack does 10 damage for each different type of Pokemon on your bench, which actually initially sounds pretty good. 5 different types of Pokemon on your bench, 50 damage for a double colorless energy on a basic that can, of course, attack on the very first turn of the game. That sounds alright. And that's before we start building in dual-type Pokemon. Now, we only have one basic dual-type Pokemon. That is, of course, Volcanion, that is both fire and water type. But you could bring in things like Bishop, Metal and Dark, or Joltik, Grass and Lightning. Very awkward for colorblind people. And you could actually be hitting kind of 80 damage for a single energy. Although it is a double colorless energy and that's awkward. You can recover it with special charge, but it still gets kind of awkward. And it's a 60 HP Pokemon, which isn't great. And it's got weakness to fighting, which is going to be an issue soon, because when Crimson Invasion drops, yeah, we're getting Buzzwole GX. And Buzzwole GX has got Landorus EX's Hammerhead attack, except it's called Jet Punch. 30 to the active, 30 to one of your bench, and that will one-hit KO an Eevee very easily indeed, which is slightly upsetting. It is coming in Sun&Moon 4+. That is the GX Battle Boost set, and you can tell that 'cause if you have a quick look at the Eevee card, you can see the set symbol, Sun&Moon 4+. Japan doesn't have the funny symbols like we do. It's much simpler over there. Now, of course, we can talk about this Eevee as much as we want, but the reality is it is never going to see any play whatsoever, at least for the moment. And the reason is we've got Eevee from Sun&Moon. An Eevee from Sun&Moon has Energy Evolution. You get to attach a basic energy to Eevee, and then you get to just evolve into an evolution of that type. We see this played with Fairy Energy and Sylveon GX. We see it played with Garbodor, with Psychic Energy and Espeon GX. And we did for a little while see it played with Dark Energy and Umbreon GX. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the best Eevee. Having said that, there is a possibility that this Eevee will rotate out in a couple of years, and the new Eevee will still be in the format, and if that's the case, then this new Eevee will see play. But it literally is that, ladies and gentlemen. We won't ever see it picked over the other Eevee. I love the attack. It's actually, as far as an evolving basic goes, it's a really powerful attack. You can do, 60 damage on turn 1 as long as you get a Volcanion and 4 other types on your bench. And it is only bench, not active, but even so, it's just not powerful enough. Speaking of new cards coming in Sun&Moon 4+ GX Battle Boost, we are getting a new art of Lillie. Again, this was tweeted out by the Japanese Pokemon Twitter account. It's just Lillie, but the artwork's really cool, and I would argue significantly better than the Lillie artwork that we currently have, which is kind of cool. You can see that there are 114 cards in GX Battle Boost, though we don't have a set list yet. And Lillie's a decent card. Draw till you've got 6 cards in your hand. If it's your first turn, you get to draw until you've got 8. Better with Tapu Lele and Wonder Tag, because if it is your first turn of the game, then you can search for Lillie, and if it's not, you can't. When Lillie was first revealed, I said that it was an awkward card, because you want to be playing 4 of it so you can use it on the first turn of the game. but you don't want to be playing 4 of it because you only want to use it on your first turn of the game. Well, Tapu Lele's Wonder Tag fixed that problem so that if you want it, you can get it, and if you don't, you can search for something like a Professor Sycamore, like an N, etc. Now, the one thing this does tell us is that GX Battle Boost Sun&Moon 4+, which we don't know how we're getting it in the UK. Maybe it'll be part of Sun&Moon 5. Maybe it will be its own set like Shining Legends, which is Sun&Moon 3+, but it's coming out as its own set. It's not actually coming out in Crimson Invasion, so probably GX Battle Boost will be in with Sun&Moon 5, our Ultra Sun Ultra Moon set, but maybe it won't be. We don't really know. We do know there's going to be a bunch of reprints in this set, so I don't know. Cross your fingers, ladies and gentlemen, that we get some other good cards. And as always, you know that when good cards are revealed, I will talk about them on this channel. I will give you all the news. Speaking of news, we've got a couple little bits of news. They're not huge bits of news, but we need to talk about them anyway. They do come from Autobot Tesla on Twitter. And we are going to be getting a Marshadow figure box. And we are going to be getting a Silvally figure box. Now, starting with a Silvally figure collection, which is, of course, the correct phrasing of it, we can see that the promo card is one that I talked about on a previous news video. It's not particularly good. The highlight really is free colorless energy, 90 damage. If heads, you do 120. And you cannot use the memory cards. They are for Silvally GX only, so you cannot change the typing of this Silvally. Needless to say that in Europe, we will be getting a jumbo card instead of the figure. From my research, I've spoken to a couple of people, and the prevailing opinion seems to be that plastic laws in Europe mean that we don't get these figures, and that's why we get the jumbo cards instead. Now, I don't believe we've ever had confirmation of this from the Pokemon Company, but why would they confirm this? There doesn't seem to be any kind of reason why they would, but put it this way. We've always got the jumbo cards instead of the figures instead. I believe that will happen again. Fun fact, we did at one point get the figures in the tins that were with the black and white starters like Emble. We did actually get the figures, but they stopped quite some time ago. Now, as for the Marshadow box, again, it comes with a figure, so assume it's going to be coming with a jumbo card instead in Europe. As for the promo card, if you look very, very closely there, we can see that it is the one from Shining Legends. It does have the Let Loose ability, which means it is a reprint of the one from Shining Legends, which has a really nice ability. It's basically Judge as an ability, like the old Giratina from Platinum, which is just both players shuffle their hands into their decks and draw themselves 4 cards. It made my top 10 cards from Shining Legends, link in the description, so it's not terrible, and it's nice to have a bit of alternate artwork coming out here. We don't, at least I haven't seen a promo in Japan with this artwork. Maybe they'll see it in GX Battle Boost, because as I've said, they're getting a whole bunch of reprints in there. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, but if it does get revealed, big bits of news get their own videos, little bits of news get chucked into these kind of videos, so you're welcome. And the last bit of news, which isn't really news, but I like to keep an eye on Amazon, both in the UK and in the US, and some European sites, to just see if there's any extra news I can glean off there. And it's not really news per se, but we have clear images of the Mewtwo and Pikachu pin collections, which seem to be available for order now. Living in the UK, I haven't tried to order them, but they're listed as for order, not for pre-order, so you can go and buy them right now. Now, the Elite Trainer box we know is available, but only from PokemonCenter.com. And the Shining Legends Super Premium Ho-Oh Collection box, but again, it's not being released till October the 20th, which is the official release date of Shining Legends. So if you want to get some Shining Legends right now and you live in the US, go ahead and check them out. UK viewers, sorry, I've had a look. They're not available now. That is very sad indeed. And I suppose at this point, it is worth keeping an eye on Amazon. Do keep an eye out. Sometimes stuff gets sold early, so keep an eye on all the websites, or watch these videos, wait for me to bring it to you, ladies and gentlemen. So, that's pretty much the news for this week. Best part of the news, that beautiful Eevee card, even though it will see no play whatsoever. But we've got some images of some new products. We've got a new Lillie coming out. Quite nice indeed, ladies and gentlemen. But I want to know, which of these news stories are you most excited for? Let me know in the comments. Go nuts! Be nice. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWassy, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCGRadio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus pods, etc., you can do so at patreon.com/PTCGRadio. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves until next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.